Chairman McBeath. Chairman will designate and adjust committee assignments, including the creation of new committees, the consolidation of existing committees, and/or the elimination of existing committees as necessary. The Commission will take action to approve revised committees and committee assignments as proposed by the Chairman. So I guess that's maybe a little bit of a matter of interpretation. I have two items that I'd like to do one with regard to the trapping committee and the other with regard to the bear committee. Since I've already created those committees, do I need approval necessarily from the Commission to make changes or to do additional charges, or is that under my original authority that I got in the prior Commission meeting to set up those committees?
Well, I don't have the language of the motion that was made in that last meeting. They gave you the authority, but my understanding would be is if you had the authority to create the committees, then you would have the authority to adjust them according to your discretion.
Okay, that would be my read, and I just wanted confirmation. Okay, so with regard to the trapping committee, following through with commitments that we've made to not only the public but to specifically our county commission down in Clark County. What I intend to do with the trapping committee is to add two new members, both of them from the South, for a couple of reasons. One, it's become cumbersome for the committee that has just 3 members to be able to do any pre-planning, because the second that they start talking to each other, we've got a open meeting law violation, and so that's been problematic. So we'll go ahead and expand it to the trapping committee to 5. The other issue with regard to the trapping committee is that even though I appointed 3 very able commissioners to that committee, they were all from the North. And when we got down to Southern Nevada and some of the issues that we have down there, they didn't have any experience with the geography and the communities down there, and so that became pretty apparent pretty quickly. And so by having those 2 new members coming from the South will assist in getting the committee up to speed on those issues down there. I would like to charge this committee with 3, or actually 4 additional items. The first item is to provide the Commission with an additional recommendation as to areas to be added to the restricted areas from trapping. And in that respect, this will give the citizens of Clark County, the public from Clark County, as well as the trapping, the trappers, through their trapping association, to weigh in on that issue. And in fact, the trappers have been very proactive in this area and already have a proposal that they would like to make. And I've seen that initial proposal, and looks pretty good, at least for the Mount Charleston area. So that'll be an additional charge. The next 2 items basically have to do with the 2 hottest additional issues that have been brought up. One is the 96-hour trap visitation statute, and the second is trap registration. Both of these are statutory. In other words, they are NRS. There's very limited things that the Commission is going to be able to do with respect to those. But my intent is that the committee take testimony and get information on these 2 issues and make a recommendation back to the Commission. And really, in my mind, the only thing that the Commission could possibly do would be to participate in some type of a bill draft request to the legislature with regard to these 2 issues. Now, that said, I want to make very clear that all I'm doing by adding these two items is to facilitate the process. This is part of when I met with County Commissioner Larry Brown, he asked, "What are we doing about these things?" And so I told him, I said, "This is there's not much we can do, but this is one possible avenue." But I made absolutely no promises. I said I can have the committee look into it. The committee can come back and make a recommendation to the commission, but ultimately the commission will make a decision whether we do anything with the legislature, and I'm not going to presuppose what this commission is going to do. And so, but we'll have at least gone through that process. It's an open process through the open meeting law, allows the trappers to come in, make their case, and to I'll also allow the public to weigh in on it as well. So that's my intent in that. And then I'm going to add a fourth item to not, encumber the committee in the event that they identify any other issues. I want them to also bring those other issues with regard to trapping that they identify as warranting the commission to look at. And I'll leave that to the discretion of the chairman of that committee as to what comes forward. Cautioning that, we could be deluged with a number of different things, and we only have a certain amount of time, and the intent is to identify issues that are truly warrant the commission to look at, and so just that caution. So that's what I want to do with the trapping committee. Now moving on to the bear committee, we've heard a lot this weekend about a lot of the issues that are going on in the Tahoe Basin. We heard sportsmen saying that they don't feel that they should be footing the bill for a lot of the issues that are going on in the Tahoe Basin, and we've heard from the other the bear advocates as to a lot of the issues that are going down there, and obviously there's been a lot of stuff in the press very lately on this issue. So what I like to do is charge the bear committee with dealing with the issue of the urban bear conflict issues in the Tahoe Basin. One thing that I did, and I'll go ahead and just disclose, to everybody, we had an opportunity with a symposium that was going on in Missoula.
Yes.
In Missoula, Montana, that was specifically dealing with urban bear conflicts. Our bear biologist Carl Lackey was going to that, and we thought, because a lot of the subject matter of that symposium was policy related, that it'd be great if we could have a commissioner go to that. Now, obviously, the commission had never dealt with that before, and so anyway, I made the call to go ahead and approve. It was a very minimal amount of money to put Commissioner or Vice Chairman Robb on a plane. I believe it was airfare and
$80 registration.
$80 registration. He footed he basically absorbed the rest of the costs, and so having one of our bear committee members actually go to that symposium and get the materials and also learn what the experts are doing in this area, I think is going to be invaluable to the committee, and will be reflected in coming back to the commission with a recommendation on this particular issue. And whether it be that we go to the legislature or whatever we can do, that'll be up to you guys to kind of ferret that out and come back to the commission with something on that. So that's it. With regard to additional committee assignments, if anybody else has anything else they'd like to talk about, they can always get with me, and we can. I'm carrying this agenda item over every meeting, so if we need to do anything, it keeps us flexible on our committees. So any questions from any of the members of the commission with regard to the committee assignments? Okay, seeing none, that's an action item. Any comments from the public? Okay, yeah, did you sign up?
About the Bear Committee.
Yes, did you,
Yeah, I just filled out a card for. at the
okay,
end.
the issue is with regard to committee assignments,
Oh, no, I'm
to,
sorry.
to the Bear Committee. Yeah, do you have anything specific that deals with what I just basically stated?
Yes, the human bear conflict
Yes.
at the Tahoe, yeah, I do.
Okay, as to the committee, okay, you can come up and talk about that.
Did you name the two folks you're going to put on the traffic committee? Or-
I have extended an invitation to one. I have not identified a second, and I haven't heard back. I've got an email, but I haven't had time to look at it, to be quite honest.
Thank you. I'm Carolyn Stark, and I'm from Incline Village, Nevada, Tahoe Basin, and talking about the human bear conflicts, and I know NDOW has received less funding in total, and just from you saying that the sportsmen don't want to see all the dollars going up to the conflicts up there, I would like to see NDOW partner with IVGID, where I live, and also the Bear League, because those two entities have trained personnel in bear aversion tactics and also are insured. So we're there 24 hours a day, and you know, as you know, we hold the bears in Tahoe near and dear to us. So that's what I'd like to, you know, NDOW to consider a partnership with the other people, with NDOW, I mean, with the Bear League and also IVGID. And that probably could save money for NDOW. So.
Okay, thank you. Okay, any other public comment? Okay, seeing none, I'll go ahead and move on to agenda item 18.